I know typically I try to make a sort of unique kind of eye-catching title, but not with this video. This video is going to be a really serious video, possibly a really long video, but I hope that you stick around until the end. There were two reasons that I decided to make this video. One reason is, as I said in one of my previous videos, I have been spending a lot of time on Tumblr. And my second reason is because one of my really good friends, who I've known for quite a few years, actually requested me to make this video. I don't have a very large audience yet, and so most of the videos that I make are to, I try to make interesting videos to help build my audience, but honestly, this isn't to build my audience. This is to just kind of get this out there. And I know a lot of you guys saw the title of this video and you kind of rolled your eyes. Oh brother, another one of these videos. The thing is I will make a video on this topic every single day and post it, and that will be what my whole channel's about if it'll stop. Because self-harm and suicide, those awareness type videos should never get an eye roll and an oh brother or a not again type response. It's so serious, and the thing is that people miss the seriousness of this topic. And so, number one, I want to first say to the people who have self-harmed or are self-harming or are contemplating suicide or have tried suicide, that you're not alone. You're really, really not alone, and I know that you hear that all the time, but you're not. And I can't even imagine how it must feel to feel like you're alone in this. And so first, I want to address the people who make fun of self-harm and suicide, who act like self-harm and suicide is no big deal. I want to address you guys first. Number one, you guys are assholes. You, plain and simple, are just assholes. You don't understand what goes on in somebody's life. You don't understand what goes on in somebody's head. But the fact that somebody takes a razor blade to their wrist, the fact that somebody puts the barrel of a gun in their mouth with the intention of blowing their brains out is not in any way something to joke about, something to act like it's no big deal, because it is. It's a huge deal. Number two, I want to tell you that self-harm and suicide, I hear all the time they're for attention. Maybe they are. Maybe that person is in an abusive situation and they feel like if they cut their wrists enough, somebody's going to notice and get them out of there. So maybe it is a cry for attention and a cry for help. Is that such a bad thing? Because I don't think so. Obviously, if somebody's doing it for the sole purpose of attention, something is wrong. Because I know that I would never, ever put my hand on or put cigarettes out of my arm because I want somebody to notice me. Unless something is wrong. Something obviously is wrong in their situation, in their life. Something is not right, and something has to be done. Cutting, self-harm, suicide, those aren't causes, those are symptoms. Those aren't the problem, because if you deal with the problem, these symptoms will eventually go away. If you have cancer and you're getting headaches all the time because you have a brain tumor and you just pop Tylenol, you're not taking care of anything, because the headaches are just going to come back and come back and come back. But if you get rid of the tumor, all of a sudden the headaches stop. If you get rid of the problem, all of a sudden these feelings stop. This is just such a passionate topic of mine. And so many people try to act like they understand, and the thing is they don't. They don't understand. My uncle committed suicide. until you see the pain that I see in my mother's eyes, until you see the pain that I see in my aunt's eyes who walked in and saw him hanging there, you will never understand. It's not something to joke about, and I see it all the time. People joking like it's something funny, and it's not. It's not funny when a family has to continue on without a brave young person because they felt like suicide was the only answer. It's not funny when a teenage girl feels like cutting herself is the only way to make it better. It's not funny. And to anybody who thinks that it is, you have the problem. I didn't mean to get emotional. That wasn't even the purpose of this video, was to spread awareness, and it's just such an emotional topic. And I think the Butterfly Project is awesome. It's so awesome, and it helps bring awareness to this. And self-harm and suicide aren't just something that affects my generation. It isn't just something that affects college students and high school students. And if you think that it is, you're mistaken, because it's not. It affects people in their 20s, it affects people in their 30s, their 40s, their 50s, their 60s. There are people from every generation who are hurting, and there are people from every generation who feel like suicide or self-harm is the only way out and the only answer. And these people don't want to be treated like they're crazy. They don't want to be treated like they have something wrong in their head. They want to be treated just like a person with cancer. They want help. That's all they want. They want help, and they want treatment, and they want everything to get better. Why do we look at somebody who has headaches from a brain tumor different than somebody who cuts their wrists because they were sexually molested when they were a little kid? Why do we look at those as two different things? Why are we so willing to go visit somebody in the hospital because they had their appendix taken out, and bring them get well cards, and bring them balloons and flowers and give them time off of work, but somebody who is having a hard time inside of their head, we get awkward, we don't know what to say, we treat them like they're crazy? Why? I just don't understand why. It's a serious thing, guys, and it's happening every day. And I don't care if this makes me lose views. I hardly have any anyways. I don't care if this makes me lose subscribers. I barely have any anyways, but those of you who are subscribed and do watch my videos, I thank you very, very much. It means a lot for me to go on my videos and see one view. But I don't care what people think about this video, because these things have to be said. And I want every single one of you, anybody who watches this video, that I want you to know that I'm there for you. Anything you need, call me in the middle of the night, or message me on YouTube at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I possibly can. I check my YouTube like every single day, so I promise that I'll get back to you. Whatever you need from me, you need somebody to text you every single morning and tell you you're beautiful and tell you you can get through this day without hurting your beautiful body, I'll do it. You need somebody to call you every single night, check how your day went, ask how you're doing, I'll do it. Whatever you need, and we need more people to do that. We need more people to help people. Because yeah, a lot of these people are going to psychologists or psychiatrists. A lot of these people are forced to go to these therapy sessions. But why not just have friends? Why can't we just be nice to each other and support each other? Like, I don't understand why that even needs to be asked. I don't even understand why that question needs to be begged, because we should just generally be nice to people. We should just generally care for people because we're humans and because we have the possibility to be in the same boat there and tomorrow. A lot of these people commit suicide or try to commit suicide or cut themselves or burn themselves or hurt themselves in some way because they've been hurt by somebody else, and this is the only thing that they can control. And they would rather do this than turn to drugs or become an alcoholic. And right, we can't stop all the bad guys out there. We can't stop all the child molesters, all the rapists. We can't stop all the hurtful boyfriends, hurtful girlfriends. We can't stop all that. We just can't. But what we can do is we can be there for somebody after something traumatic or after something bad has happened to them. After they've been bullied. If you're in high school or middle school and you see somebody get bullied, do something about it. Don't join in with the bullying. Don't walk away and ignore them. Do something about it because you're a human. Not because you're a good human, not because you're a good person, not because you want to get patted on the back, but because you're a human, and that's what humans do. I never thought I would be a person who lost my brother in a car accident. One day I wasn't, the next day I woke up, bam, I don't have a brother anymore. It's not like these people asked for something bad to happen to them. It's not like a 5-year-old child asked to be molested. It's not like a middle schooler asked to be bullied. It's not like a high school boy asked to be gay. They didn't ask for that. It just happened. It just happens. And it can happen to you. One day you can wake up and all of a sudden you're getting bullied at school for whatever reason. So be nice to people, because you never know when you're going to be in their boat. And one day you're going to wake up and you're going to look for somebody to help you and nobody's going to be there. Be nice. Just be nice. Don't treat self-harm and suicide as if it's something that's being worn down and overused and people are trying to bring too much awareness to it or something. Because I will be passionate about this until the last person lays down the razor. I will be passionate about this and I will talk about this until the last person sets down the gun. And if you don't want to hear me talk about it, don't subscribe. Because I will be talking about this again, because there will be somebody else who commits suicide before my next video. There will be somebody else who hurts themselves before my next video. I know this turned out to be a long video, guys. But I'm planning on doing another video. I just decided I'm going to be doing another video. Probably next week sometime. Alternatives to hurting yourself. If you get the urge, if you get a craving, if you get triggered, alternatives that you can do. So definitely check that out, and just know that I am here for every single one of you.